I'm Dr. Nancy Beliveau, and I heard about FPC because we received a mailer for a presentation, and I wasn't as interested in going to this health presentation as I was to find out about other marketing endeavors that I wasn't yet doing. And my schedule was so busy with patients in the insurance model, and I was such a slave to my practice that a colleague went for me because I got called in, which is what I did, to put out fires, and I couldn't even go to the talk. And this colleague ended up joining FPC and telling me how great it was, and then I joined because my husband was the financial advisor for this colleague, and he saw the profit and loss statements, and he said, "You have to do this. I don't know what this is, but you absolutely have to sign up, and we may just even handle this investment up front because this is a really good decision." I think that the thing that's been most helpful is to remember that everything happens for a reason, and that there are forces that you don't know at work that have your back, and what you're praying for and what you're looking for is looking for you. And I'm so thankful that my prayer was answered and I was able to find a way to practice the way I always wanted to practice. And I was able to find a way to help people while also taking care of myself and my family. FPC really helped me just feel like they have me, and that my Creator has me, and that it's okay to work hard, but it's also important to work smart. And I'm really thankful that all of these series of events happened, because I think that you have to know the darkness to recognize the light. And I think that if you can trust that you can break free from being a prisoner to the broken model and then help patients break free, it's just more people lighting themselves to light the way for others. So it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I was able to sell my insurance-based practice thanks to FPC guiding me on how to do that. I didn't learn any of this in school. You just learned how to be a clinician. I learned how to be a doctor of physical therapy and just practice that. But I knew there was more. And we went from having zero in FPC as a business, because it was going to be my only source of income, to we just hit 160,000 in a month. And this is double of what we ever did in the insurance model. The margins in insurance model, I had many experts look at it, and I just couldn't believe that I kept working harder and kept growing, and the margins kept feeling smaller, which didn't make sense. And the only way I could have survived that model is to not work with patients anymore and open 10 or more practices, and I didn't want to do that. FPC has enabled me to work from home, move from New Jersey to Florida. I'm class mom, which is super cool. I get to take off when my son is off, which I've never been able to do. This is one of the first years I was able to trick or treat with him and end early. And it's really just helped my husband to be able to golf and be a great dad. And it's really helped our marriage because we don't have to move money around anymore. We don't have to spend a part-time job going from bank to bank to make sure that everything's covered. It's really helped me so much in a way that I wish that I did this sooner, to be honest. So it's really been a tremendous blessing in my life. And I would tell anyone to have the faith to trust that what you're thinking about and praying about is out there. And if you trust the universe, it will always conspire to make it happen. Every day I'd come home with a migraine and excruciating pain, and I would feed my son in the morning because I wanted to breastfeed. And then I wouldn't see him until he was sleeping, and I would breastfeed him in the middle of the night, and I would sleep with him as my only way of being with him. And that broke my heart, where I felt like I'm not being the mother that I want to be. And my husband, it would cause a lot of tension in our marriage when the business would have ups and downs and ups and downs. And it's just created such a new level of peace, knowing that we'll still have ups and downs, and everything that I've been blessed with can get taken away. But it always comes back when you have faith that everything happens for a reason. And I'm so grateful for this experience. It's enabled me to work some days, 10 to 2, sometimes 10 to 6, which is a normal day where I get to be home for dinner. I get to take my son to school. I take off on Fridays, and I'm taking off a week certain months and still having the same income. If I ever took off, the vacation would cost $20,000 to $50,000 because of the money I'd lose in my other business to pay someone to cover and the lost revenue. And now I've been able to have vibrant health. I no longer have fibromyalgia and migraines, and I just feel like it's brought my marriage and my family life to a whole new level. So I'm so grateful. I've experienced so much time freedom in that I can take off to go to my son's school play at a moment's notice, and it's not a big problem. I could take off when my son's off from school. I can travel. I can know that even the months that I take off, that the business is still okay and still doing well. We're still hitting consistent months. And it's also enabled our team to be lifted up. One thing that most people don't realize is that people spend more time at work than they do with their families. And it's really, really amazing that FPC also helps you to learn to be a better leader and to develop yourself to help build up others and help them to just bring more kindness and love to the world and to their families by creating a positive place where they can grow and be the best version of themselves for our practice members, but also for their own family. So it's just creating a ripple of abundance and joy, which is amazing.